Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. We bring you sports moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. Today is also Champions League night, and there are a lot of matches that's going. There are already two going on already, and still a lot that's still going to take place today. But out of this much, I have just sat down considering what are we going to discuss, and I saw it that the big match for today is no other match than Barcelona hosting PSG, a repeat of what happened last year. So it's going to be a big one, and that is what we want to discuss today. But before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. With just a few months to the kickoff of the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco, a wave of discontent has erupted across the host nation as angry youth take to the street to protest against the government's spending priorities. The demonstrators accused the Moroccan government of neglecting the health and economic sectors while channeling excessive resources into the construction and renovation of sports facilities ahead of AFCON. According to the protesting groups, the lavish focus on stadiums and infrastructure comes at a time when ordinary citizens are grappling with rising unemployment, inflation, and a struggling healthcare system. The North African country has invested heavily in modernizing its sports infrastructure, not only for AFCON 2025, but also in preparation for the 2030 FIFA World Cup, which Morocco will co-host alongside Spain and Portugal. 3 international boxing titles are at stake tonight in chaos in the ring boxing night holding at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, formerly known as Onikon Stadium, on the bill of Balmora Promotion. The headline bout will be a cruiserweight contest between 2 American boxers, Brandon Glutton and Marcus Brownie. Nigerian's Emmanuel Odiase will take on compatriot Idris Afeni for WBA African Heavyweight Champions belt, while Dan Aziz will also take on fellow Nigerian Simon Adeosun in the light heavyweight class. Other bouts on the night includes the featherweight contest between Yusuf Adeniji of Nigeria and Akimo Anang Ampia of Ghana for the WBA African title, while Samuel Tarakia takes on Fatau Ijomoni in the light heavyweight for the WBO World Youth title. CEO of Balmora Promotion, Dr. Ezekiel Adamu, says the platform will give opportunities to local talents and project them to the global audience. He added that the quality of boxers on the bill will enhance Nigeria's image in the world. And back to our topic of discussion. Today, highly anticipated match between FC Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain is set to electrify football fans worldwide. The two giants of European football will lock horns at the Estadi Olympique Luis Company in Barcelona, Spain, in a match that promised to be a thrilling spectacle. PSG face a colossal task as they travel to Barcelona, the Spanish champion, in what promises to be a thrilling encounter, topping the bill on match day 2. While Barcelona may not yet be firing on all cylinders in the attack this season, they have still managed an impressive unbeaten run to start the campaign. PSG, led by Barcelona legend Luis Enrique, head to Catalonia with something to prove. The French giants have won their last 2 Champions League games by an outstanding 9-0 aggregate scoreline, including last season's final triumph over Inter Milan. If they can pull off another dominant victory, they could become just the second team in history to win 3 consecutive UEFA Champions League matches by a +4 goal margin. Historically, Barcelona hold the edge in their head-to-head record, but PSG have been dominant in recent visits, winning both of their last 2 trips to Spain with emphatic 4-1 scoreline. The Parisians are aiming to make history as the first team ever to win 3 straight away games against Barcelona in a major European competition. And my question today, Barcelona versus PSG, is it a revenge mission for Barcelona, or it's PSG time to reign over Barcelona? It's a very tricky question, and I want to hear from you. You know, last year, PSG eventually bundled Barcelona out of the Champions League. It was very, very painful. While Barcelona fans were crying that they were robbed, the goal-bound move leading to the goal that PSG eventually used to win, that it was a foul. Is it time for Barcelona to actually have their pound of flesh today? That is the question. Or, because if we look at PSG and Barcelona in old, Barcelona have always have the edge over PSG, but of recent, PSG is finally catching up. In the last 2 games, PSG have actually won against Barcelona. So, is PSG finally reigning over Barcelona? You can call the studio lines for us to contact us and have your say is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. And you can also have your say when you comment on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I'll be right here to read your comments live. Now let's unbundle this. Last year we were here, we were all here when PSG took on Barcelona, and that match was, I will say, some will say it was the final before the final, because a lot of people thought that the final was going to be very, very tight, but eventually PSG trashed Inter Milan. But that was the take of last season, PSG Barcelona. Now PSG, they were Barcelona were in top form, and you cannot take anything away from them. Last season, for me, I gave it to Barcelona last season, but PSG surprised everybody because the PSG I used to know, they come out, do everything right, and eventually they fall like a pack of cards. But last season, they were able to surprise everybody and they played beautifully. Not just playing, let's say you say it's luck. No, they played beautifully and eventually they won the Champions League, beating Barcelona in the process. So, Barcelona this time around, I will say Barcelona are not actually firing on all cylinders. They are not what they were last season. But this time around, do you think that Barcelona have a chance to prove that what PSG did last season was a fluke? Do you think that Barcelona have what it takes this season to show that last season maybe it was a favor from the referee that made them to win? So call us and let's hear from you. Let's hear from this our caller. Hello.
Good evening, Ben.
Good evening.
Kenneth calling from FSD.
Oh, Kenneth, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Barcelona PSG. Is it going to be a revenge mission for Barcelona, or does PSG have the dominance over Barcelona currently? I won't say they have the dominance over Barcelona currently, and I won't say it's going to be a revenge mission for Barcelona.
So what would you say?
What I would say is Barcelona are only going into the game to play their game as a match, not as a revenge mission. And they are going to play to also win because they also need it. They also need it. You know, it's been long Barcelona last tested the trophy. So they are eager to also test it this time around.
But do you think they have what it takes to defeat this PSG team?
Sure. Why not? Mind you, PSG has lost again this season against Marseille. And Barcelona haven't. Barcelona has not lost any game this season in the league.
Yeah.
So when we look at it from that angle, I think Barcelona will have all it takes to.
But have Barcelona this season been tested by a strong team, so to speak?
Yes, they've been tested, but they have all it takes to conquer anything they come against. They have all it takes. You know, PSG currently, they are not PSG that we knew them to be last season. PSG of now are not PSG of last season.
Why so? How so? How so?
Well, that is what I'm saying. Starting from where they lost to Chelsea in the Club World Cup final. You imagine the way they played against Tottenham in the Super Cup. If not that Tottenham's coach fumbled with his subs and all of that, they would have won PSG as well. But he fumbled with his sub. Taking out Kudus was one of his big mistakes, to have taken out Kudus. So I think Barcelona will have all it takes to face PSG and also defeat them.
But some people will also argue with you that for PSG, they've always had it difficult when they play against English team. Maybe that was why.
No, yes, they've always had it difficult, but last season, the reverse was the case. PSG played how many English teams last season, which they happened to take all of them out. PSG was the team that took out Aston Villa. PSG was also the team that took out Liverpool and Arsenal. So, we will not say that one was it. Let's just say it was a one-off. Them taking out 3 English teams last season. So I don't think they will have it easy against Barcelona tonight.
All right, thanks for that one.
And for my match, Arsenal, I'm giving Arsenal a straight 3-0 victory over Olympiacos.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Okay, all right. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, he's saying for him it's going to be Barcelona. I don't know. There's this for me. I don't know. I seem to get this connection or to see this connection between Arsenal and Barcelona. Arsenal fans are always in love with with Barcelona. I don't know why, but that is how me I see it. So he's saying that for him, he gave a lot of reasons. Barcelona are actually better this season compared to last season, and PSG are not as good as they used to be. Hello?
Hello, Ben. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, you're speaking with Tina from Northbound.
Tina, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Before we talk about today's match, and you are happy for yesterday's result, right?
I'm not happy. I was not happy. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
I cannot happy with the red card.
It's not. You have to agree with Chelsea that is their current method of playing. So just live with it.
All right. Okay. Coming to the question of the day. Barcelona can have an edge over PSG. Reasons being that PSG now currently have so many injuries crises compared to that of Barcelona.
Yes.
Their starting 11: Desire Doué, Marquinhos, Dembele, and
Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia are all injured. And these are the starters. So Barcelona can have that edge because of even last week before the midweek. The midweek.
Yes.
We were able to defeat PSG because of one or two injuries.
Yes.
And I see that happening today. Yes, I still see it happening today because I'm not too certain of the PSG squad currently now. So Barcelona can use that as an edge. But
Barcelona also have injuries of their own.
They have injury, but that of PSG is more compared to theirs. Yeah. So, to me, that's where I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me just ask you one question. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
For Barcelona, PSG has been covering that gap between Barcelona and PSG. Always, Barcelona always winning PSG. Don't you see that gap being covered and Barcelona and PSG having that edge over Barcelona because of the previous game that have been played?
One thing is easier said on paper than even on the grass. Yeah, so I'm just looking at the current form now. So, yes, the current form now. I see Barcelona. Not forget about the dominance. Yes, the dominance. Just forget about that one. And let's talk about current form.
But the bookies, that is what the bookies always look. They always look at. Okay. All right. It's like the place is very, very noisy. All right. Thanks for that one, Tina.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The place is actually noisy. She said Tina is of the view that Barcelona, we should forget about what the book's saying. Hello.
Hello, Coach Benny. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, it's Isaac from Levy Barracks.
Okay, Isaac. Isaac, hit us up.
Okay. I think going by current form, I want to strongly believe that Barcelona have an edge, a clear edge over PSG. But nevertheless, I think we are hoping that we see a very interesting match. If the VAR and the officials of the game will not kill the tempo of the game and swing it to whomever or whatsoever side they decided
They
to
decide to
favor
go.
for the day. Yes.
Okay. Thanks for that important one.
Thank you.
Okay. For him, it's going to be an interesting match if the referees and VAR decides to make it interesting for all of us. Hello?
Hello. Sporting, good evening to you, Uncle Benny Kuji.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
MC Oliver Nikia, better known as Busy Brain, the king of sports.
Okay,
in Apenga, here in Alede.
Busy Brain, hit us up.
Yes. Looking about the match between Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, the defending champion. And if you look at the match, you know, coming to Camp Nou, it's very difficult for Barcelona to lose a very competitive match at home, at their own home. So, PSG being away, it's going to be a very difficult game for Paris Saint-Germain tonight. Barcelona, they will not allow them, though it's going to be a difficult game. So I'm seeing Barcelona either coming up with 2-1 or 1-0. Yeah, talk of Team Barcelona, we understand that most of the key players there, they are on injury, they have injury. But you know, they can still play to their best of ability to them to get a point. Losing or drawing will not be part of Barcelona.
Wow.
Winning will be their target.
Okay.
Yes, many people criticize them by the time they were playing against Newcastle United in their opening match. They played with some of the injured players, but they still come out victorious to win the match. So tonight, I'm still seeing Barcelona coming up as a victorious to smile home with the 3 points.
All right. Thanks, Busy Brain, for that one.
Yes. I'm very much optimistic.
We will talk about that.
Yes. And I will even back naked. This PSG comes to Camp Nou and win Barcelona.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thanks.
God bless you, sir.
You too. Okay. I just want to. We have another caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, a quick one, please.
This is David calling from Logo 2.
Okay, David, go on. A very quick one, please.
Okay, today's game, I think Barcelona will win because they are in the best place to win the match.
Why do you say they are in the best place to win the match?
Because looking at the formation, I think their formation is better than PSG, and the game is going to play in their home.
Okay.
So I think they will win the match.
Okay, let's hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you. A lot of people are saying Barcelona will eventually win the match because they are playing at home. But we should inform everybody that they are not at the Camp Nou yet. Barcelona are not in the Camp Nou. They're still renovating Camp Nou because there are still problems with the approval of that stadium. They will be playing at the Estadio Olympic Luis Company, still in Barcelona. But in Camp Nou, no, they are not actually playing in Camp Nou. So let's just take some of the results of game already played in the Champions League, and let's see. Time is fast spent, and let's see how we can go about that. Qarabag, I think they are the giant killers. Qarabag that everybody is looking down on. That Qarabag, this 52-minute Qarabag are defeating FC Copenhagen 1-0. While Royal Union SG are losing 2-0 to Newcastle 54 minutes. Arsenal later will be taking on Olympiacos. Like we said earlier, Barcelona host PSG. Bayern Leverkusen will also be hosting PSV, while Atletico Bilbao will travel to Dortmund. Manchester City will be locking horns with Monaco, while Napoli will host Sporting CP. While the last game for that day is all matches are taken on simultaneously, please. Villarreal will host Villarreal will host Juventus. For tomorrow matches, there are a lot of matches in the in the Europa League. Let's see if we can take some of them. AS Roma versus Lille, Bologna versus Freiburg, Brent versus Utrecht, Celtic versus Braga, FSCB versus Young Boys, Fenerbahce versus Nice, Ledo Gorat versus Betis, Panathinaikos versus GA Eagles, Flens versus Malmo, Basel versus Stuttgart, Celta Vigo versus PAOK POC, FC Porto versus Zvezda, while Feyenoord will host Aston Villa. Other games are Genk versus Ferencváros, Lyon versus Salzburg, Maccabi Tel Aviv versus Dinamo Zagreb, while Tottenham Hotspur will be playing Midtjylland, and Storm Graz and Rangers. Those are the matches for tomorrow, and I think this is how far we can go for the show. Yes, this is how far we can go for the show. I'll say for Barcelona, Barcelona against Barcelona will be taking on PSG. And what I'll have to say about that match is that I just hope that PSG will just have me change that doubt that I have for them. PSG have always made me doubt them, so I hope they change the doubt I have for them. Okay, that's how far we can go for the show. I'll see you tomorrow. From me over here, God bless your heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah.